If you want to settle for limited things, you can try sexuality, alcohol, drug. It will only enslave you, it doesn't liberate you. Because this is not ananda, this is just pleasure. Pleasure is always entangling. People seek pleasure essentially because joy is missing, because bliss is missing. If you are blissful, you would definitely not seek pleasure, isn't it so? If you're right now really blissful, would you seek pleasure? Pleasure is just a shadow of blissfulness. It is never the real thing. It just gives you a shadow. But when you have not known the real thing, even a shadow will do. I'm not against it, but if you do not realize the limitation of pleasure, you will get entangled in it.
Yo, 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 what up YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. And I really wanted y'all to see that clip from Sad Guru, man, because like he said, man, if you want limited things in life, bro, then chase pleasure. You know what I mean? Chase drugs, chase alcohol, chase sex. You know, continue to watch porn and fat, bro. You know, because that's exactly what you do. You cut yourself short when you constantly chasing pleasure. Because you never on your grind, you know, you really out here giving energy and putting energy into the wrong things that's not beneficial to you. It's not beneficial to you getting to the next level or none of that shit. And then like he said too, your life becomes entangled in that. You know what I mean? Your life becomes surrounded around constantly chasing pleasure, constantly needing a dopamine release from all the wrong shit. You know, and that's no way to live life. Like he said, bro, people who seek pleasure is lacking joy in their life. They lacking blissfulness in their life, which is extreme happiness, the natural way. You know, not the artificial way where you need drugs all the time, where you need sex all the time. You know what I'm saying? Where you need pornography all the time, where you need all this other shit, bro, just so you could feel happy. And that's why we needed to be on this journey, because porn, right? Watching that, like I said before, you end up having, you know what I mean, an issue when you end up having separation anxiety from that. So until you get back to your porn throughout the rest of your day, that time in between, you are not happy. Because the only time you happy is when you watching porn and releasing. The only time you happy is when you smoking. The only time you happy is when you drinking or having sex. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good life to live. That's not a productive life to live. You know, that's not a healthy life to live, because all your time and energy is going on nonsense that's not getting you to the next level. You know, that's not putting energy into yourself. You're giving it away to all of those things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, man, you know, it's just not a good way to live. We see people stuck in that shit all the time. It's like that video I made where I said you chasing the dragon. You just running in circles, constantly chasing the same high, constantly chasing the same thing. It's never enough for you. It's never enough for you. So you just keep on chasing it until you run out of gas, you know, until something bad happened to you, until you end up in jail, you know, until you end up with babies all over the place, until you end up in a hospital, you know, with some type of disease or some shit, bro. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. So like you said, if you want a limited life, go ahead. You're not going to have much surrounding your life around drugs, sex, and alcohol. You're not going to have a good life. You're not going to be able to enjoy the things that normal people enjoy, like raising their kids, you know, like being out in nature. You know what I mean? You're not going to enjoy stuff like that. You're not going to enjoy achievements, real achievements, because you won't have any. The only achievements you have is the release you get. The only achievements you have is to be able to roll a decent blunt. The only achievements you may have is the line of chicks, the list of chicks that you have, that you done smashed. And that's nothing. It got you nothing. You lose out in that. because you gave all of them your energy. You gave all those liquor stores your energy and your money. And your money. You gave the dope man all your money. So you never gain by chasing pleasure. Pleasure is just a feeling, but joy is different. Blissfulness is different. You get a natural high from life, as it should be. As it should be, bro. Not needing assistance, not needing all of these things to get you there. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, you know, I just wanted to share that clip with y'all because it was real. Let's not get entangled in all of this bullshit that's out here. We done been entangled in enough. We done been entangled in enough. So why keep getting ourselves caught up into these spider webs? Because that's what they are. We get caught up in these webs. We get caught up in the shit that they pushing on us in society. We get caught up into these drugs. We get caught up in all of these external things. We get caught up in it with the wrong people. And then we landing in jail. We landing ourselves with health problems. We landing ourselves with mental health issues. We landing ourselves in bad relationships. We landing ourselves in addiction. That's hard to fight off every day. It's a fucking battle to fight off these addictions, bro. Porn is just the gist of it. But it's all connected. It's all connected. Like I always tell you, the porn is connected to the drugs. It's connected to the alcohol. It's connected to the food. Because when you're not able to do all of these things, because you obviously can't smoke anytime, drink anytime, watch porn anytime. So guess what? Since you having separation anxiety, you're going to try to get your dopamine releases off the things that seem normal, which is bad eating. So what you going to do? As you get your release, you won't have no control in your eating. So you're going to constantly gorge down food. You know what I'm saying? You're going to constantly do that. Because that's what you need to get through the day. You constantly need dopamine releases to get through the day because you don't have no control over your desires. You don't have no control over yourself. All you want to do is feel pleasure and get pleasure all day. You don't want to put yourself through any hardship. You won't get pleasure from working out, working on yourself, achievements, learning something. Reading a book, you know, meeting good people. You won't get the same type of pleasure or the same joy that we get from that. You won't get the same releases that normal people get because it's extreme for you. Everything is extreme. People go to it. They go to extreme lengths to feel pleasure. Even putting dope in needles and shooting it. Even breaking down cocaine and snorting it. Even going through fifths of alcohol. Even rolling blunt after blunt after blunt after blunt. And they still can't get on the level of pure joy that we feel without all of that. So which life do you want to live? You want to need all of those things? You want to need women? You want to need sex? You want to need substance? Or do you want to live a normal life and have a natural joy from normal things? You know what I mean? Get a natural joy from life. You know what I mean? You got natural joy from your kids. A natural joy from watching yourself grow. Watching yourself overcome. Because I'd rather have that. I don't want to need all that bullshit no more. All that shit do is tear you down and rip you apart, eat you up. Sad Guru used a nice word of being entangled in it, but it eats you up from the inside out. It eats you up. So continue to chase pleasure all you want. But it ain't going to be nothing for you in the end. Like you said, you're going to have limited things. You're going to go to limited places. Everything in your life will have a ceiling on it. Everything. You won't get far. You won't get far, bro. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I've been there. I lived that life. And guess what? All it left me with was picking up the pieces and trying to heal. Trying to heal. And it takes time to heal. It takes time to heal. A lot of y'all can avoid this shit because I still ain't healed yet. That's why I'm on this journey. And that's why I'm going to stay here until I rise up and continue to get better. So, that being said, man, stay real, stay focused. All right? And that's my word, man. My name Jay Sinn and Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get on